Good morning, very thoughtfuls. So, good morning. This morning, I want to speak directly to the young lady. Good morning, Nat. And young is relative, so don't get caught up into that word. But I want to speak to the woman who is waking up or has gotten up this morning. She's fully dressed. She's off to the job. The job that maybe years ago she prayed for, and it years ago was everything she thought it would be. Or maybe she prayed for it. And after being there for a short time, she realized it wasn't everything that she thought it wouldn't be. See, I remember that time. I remember years ago when I left the television station to go work for a small nonprofit. I remember praying for the next best step for God. And I remember Him showing me this particular place in a dream. So I knew it was the place He was sending me to. However, after being there for only 2 years, I remember sitting in my desk at days and would just cry because there was such a lack of fulfillment on this job, and I didn't know what it was, and I didn't understand. I was hurt, I was broken, and I was sad, but I didn't feel like I had the right to be sad because I was doing seemingly what I loved. I was a graphic designer, and I was earning a decent income. It wasn't, I was living in the home that most people would have said they wanted and had the children. So everything in my life, seemingly to the outside world, should have been great, should have been perfect. But for me, inside, there was an internal feeling like a soul crushing death every day, wondering, God, please, there's got to be something better than this. I remember I would say that over and over again. God, there's got to be something better than this. So this morning, I want to talk to the woman that may be feeling like that this morning. That God, there got to be something better than this. What is missing? Why can't I find that fulfillment, that joy, that peace that I want? How can I keep doing life like this every single day? And it feels like it's not getting better. I want to encourage you to get clear about what is your gift. Here's why I say that, because your job, the career you're in right now, is probably requiring your talents. You're probably really good at what you do. And so it makes you feel like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this enough? And maybe years ago, there was a time when what you're doing did feel like it was fulfilling that space, fulfilling that ache. But I'm going to tell you the part that's missing. It is the gift. Because every job that we get, whether, I used to work in retail, working at television stations as a graphic designer, working at a nonprofit, every job requires the talent. That is why you're there. That's why they hired you. They looked at your application or your resume, and they realized that you had the talent to fulfill this position. What every job doesn't allow you to do is to operate in your gift. And that is the piece. That's the part that's causing you to wake up every day and to feel like this isn't working. When you're not using your gift, it's like a whole part of you is sitting on a shelf somewhere and it's not being tapped into. See, I say this about the gift. The gift is who you are. The talent is what you do, but the gift is who you are. It is that deepest part of you. So the Bible talks about your spiritual gifts. Remember, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. So imagine that the spirit part of you, the part of you, the knowing part of you, the part of you that has connected you directly to God, right? That is your connection. That is your source. Think of it like when you plug your phone in at night because the battery is going low. You charge it. Your spiritual part, your spiritual man, that's the part that needs charging all the time. That is the part of us that go, commune, talk with God, whether it's through meditation, prayer, knowing, being out in open space. Like I love sometimes just being out in greenery, in parks. Back in the day, being able to go to these mountain areas. That is the part, that spirit man that is hungry, that we rarely feed. But here's the thing, it expresses itself. Our spirit expresses itself through our gifts, through our gifting. Now, if you are a Christian or if you are a Bible person like me, you can discover those gifts because the Bible lists them. But there are other gifts as well. We don't talk about it, right? The person who's a comedian, he's operating in his highest gift, or she's operating in her highest gift when comedy flows out of them. I say that our gift is a part of us that is our greatest worship. The Bible says we will worship in spirit and in truth. And the part of the thing is we're getting up every day, we're going to these jobs that are draining us, sucking the life out of us because there's a whole part of you that's not required to show up. And sadly, growing up, the way I heard about the spiritual gifts is as if it was just for church on Sunday or for church on Wednesday night. But I want to tell you, no, your gifts, the who that you are, is for every single day. So I encourage you to get in touch with what is your gift? What is the thing that makes you uniquely you? And there are moments, God is so gracious, there are moments that you have glimpses of it where it pops up, it shows up, and it's the day you go home from work and you're like, man, this was the best day. But something different happened in that day than your normal routine. Because that particular day, you had the opportunity to use your gift, where another day, maybe you didn't, or most days you won't. I see my gift is the gift of encouragement. I just naturally encourage people. It is who I am. It is also my spiritual gift. So there will be days at the television station because of the environment there. People would come to me and I would have an opportunity just to encourage them. And that would be the best day ever. But at this other place where everyone had to work in isolation and they didn't encourage mingling, I was spiritually and emotionally dying inside. So if you are that woman right now today, if you're feeling like I cannot do this another day, and Lord, please, will you please send something? Will you do something? Because surely life has to be better than this. I encourage you, get in touch with your gifts. Because if you can't use your gifts every day on your job, find somewhere where you can use them. Because here's the thing. When you walk around feeling unloved, unfulfilled, dissatisfied in your soul, it spews into other parts of your life. It begins to affect the marriage. It begins to affect the relationship you're having with your children. It affects the way you show up in the world. It affects your relationships, your friendships, because there's a deep sadness inside that you can't really explain to people. You don't have the words. And some people would dare you even say that there's something wrong with you because to them, your problem is nothing compared to their problems. So to you, sister, woman, friend, who is going through that right now, thank you so much for the hearts, who's going through that right now, I want to let you know that I see you. I know that it's difficult. I know that it's hard, but I want to tell you, keep going. And here's the secret. While you're at this job that you don't like, that you're like, oh, God, please, there's something he needs you to learn because he's opening a door and he's preparing a way for the next best thing in your life. That thing that you're hoping for, praying for is right there. But there's something in your right now that you need in that spot that you're in the place that you might not like, that he needs you to learn, to gather, to gain for your next step. And when you get it, when you focus in and you say, okay, God, what is it I'm supposed to learn right here at this place? When you get that lesson, boom, he'll open the door for your next great step. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hey, I believe that's Sunny Day over there. Thank you so much for coming on. I want you to live your best life. And listen, whether it's me or another coach, what my coaching program does is it helps you discover your gifts. But more importantly than just your gifts, it helps you discover you, the blueprint to you. It helps you dig in, dive deep, and know exactly who you are. So have a wonderful day. Be amazing even today and be observant and ask God, what do you want me to learn today at this place that may not be so satisfying? I hope you have a great day. And hey guys, I want to give a shout out to a business called Jet Set Go. If you're trying to do traveling plans, make sure you check out that company. She's located right here in Rocky Mount. Her link will be in somewhere on my page. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.